Hello, hello. Oh, Luna isn't at her spot. Turn off the cat cam. There we go. How's everyone doing today? Oh. All right. Let's see here. What are we doing today? I think I've been working on getting all the cards set up for the next visual update. So, I think the goal today is going to be to kind of finish some of that stuff off. It's mostly going to be like tweaking some stuff, I think. I was originally going to play the game, but it ended up being it's gonna end up being the my brain's not working apparently. It ended up being Friday that I'm gonna do that, so I'm gonna hold off on that for now. But yeah, we're just going to work on the game. I see one here. Oh, it's because it hasn't been updated yet. In theory, if I do this, should fix that. There we go. Now you can see. See, why is that? Oh, it's because it's spelled wrong. Look at that. Sometimes it's like that. I'm surprised none of these have been caught before. Anyway, so I think the thing to do is actually get I want to have all the icons show up on the cards themselves. And I have a mock-up right here, so that kind of look. So I want to get that implemented in-game, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. So we're going to experiment a little. I think the real main way to do it is going to be just exporting the icons in a different format. And probably just the correct color of the ones on the card. So I'm thinking of the logistics of that. Because you could just edit it in text. I'm trying to think of the best way to do that. Yeah, because there's a few ways to do it, but let's because really there's a few logistical things here. So the first one is getting just the assets imported in here. I think what we need to do is see here. We want art, card layout. We want icons. So the thing is, what we're gonna want is we're gonna want these guys essentially. They don't really need to be this big. I guess they're already like this. The problem is, I think they're gonna need to be. It would be ideal if there's the correct color, right? And I think probably the easiest way to do that is just going to be like Let's just pull up the land icon, right? I think the easiest way to do that is just gonna go like this. Add an adjustment layer above it. And then we select whatever the land, like the text color is there. Which I don't remember what that is. So let's go to project, beta. It's about that color then. Can I put this on a... No, okay. It's worth a shot. Let me pop it over here, use Photoshop. I can use the eyedropper tool. Click, go over to my other screen. It's gonna drag it across the thing for no reason. That's the color. Say leaning into my other monitor. There we go. Then we can go here. Just like this. Fill that, and that's basically it. That's all we need to do. Let's test it out before we do anything. I almost want to have it look indented, but let's consider that before we go for it. We can just export this as a PNG. The wrong thing. No. See, land, I don't know what to call this. Header, maybe? That works for me. Okay, so the goal here would be going here, upload an image, just drag and drop the sky. That's not how that works. You need to drag and drop it into the box. Hit upload. Hit close. And then we can test it out. We can put in, let's go to land just because that's what it should be. And then in theory, we can pop this icon in. And honestly, I think I'd want it on both sides and probably give it a space. Why does that, oh God. Question is, why does that move the text upward? Does it change it if it's not spaced? Yeah, so that moves the actual font up for some reason. Probably what we want to do is we want to test it and see how that works for everything. I do like the space in here better, but probably has something to do with the size of the icon being technically bigger than the text. And I guess the other thing I want to test, oops, is what we would do, or would it look good with just a little bit of extra shading. So if we went in here and we did another thing, we go here, and we steal like this color. I did something like jump up here. I think that's gonna end up being too. It wouldn't be able to be that sort of shading. It'd have to be. It would definitely have to be. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't say I was live on Discord. I knew I was forgetting something. I was forgetting to post that I was live on Discord. Stream notifications. We are live! Exclamation point. YouTube. Oh wait, that's not the actual right thing. That is not the shareable link. That is my page I use to talk. I don't talk to actually stream, and there. Bam. Done. What a rookie. Scuff streamer, as they say. I don't think that's gonna actually look good. I think that's just gonna muddy the quality of it, so we're gonna leave it. So yeah. Yeah, so we'll have to see. I guess I could see maybe doing like a shadow layer potentially to make it even darker, but I don't know if that's really gonna be like. I could do that and then do Clark, who doesn't have a scuff stream every now and then. I think everyone has scuff streams all the time. That's the secret. Also, welcome to the chat. Appreciate you being here. Were you the one who just joined my Discord? Or am I crazy? I can't tell. It's in streamer mode, but I think you are. Either way, welcome to the chat. Appreciate you being here. I could do something like that. Actually, that might look okay. Let me get my art tablet here. There we go. Oh, do you reduce the delay on YouTube stream chats? I did. Well, I had to switch my what's it called? The software I used, and this one just happens to work better. So I didn't realize there was another one, and I found this one, and it just works that much better. At least I think I also thought I heard something about YouTube chats also being like just fixed in general, but see, that might look a little better. I don't know. I've heard a few things different places, but I did switch my thing. So I'm not 100% sure that this is worth it, but we're gonna try it. Export. And I'm almost wondering if I want to do like this color instead, so it's less intrusive. We'll see. How you doing today? What are you up to? I just remember the last time I was on YouTube stream chats like a year ago, they were abysmal. If they fixed them, it's just awesome. Yeah, I was using a different thing a while ago, and yeah, the chat to get it onto screen was literally took like a good amount of time. This newer program seems to work better. I don't know for sure if that's like just the program or if YouTube's getting better at it or something, but that is why I dual stream, because honestly, ideally, I think I'd end up on Twitch, but right now, it just makes more sense to be on YouTube. You're doing fine. Good. Fine's better than bad, as they say. As someone says, I'm sure. I am also doing okay. My freaking neck is tweaked. I like slept on it wrong and it's been just abysmal all day. I want yes for this image. Okay. So we overrode it. Let's see if that looks any better. Oops. Definitely not. I don't like that. Looks too clean. All right, I think we're just gonna go with the we're gonna undo that, we're gonna delete that, we're just gonna go with that. Looks more like the text. Anyway, to answer your question, yeah, I saw one of your month-old videos where you streamed making a card, and I just kind of decided to randomly pop in. Well, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I basically do this sort of every what am I trying to say? Every Wednesday and Friday. So yeah, and I've basically been working on my I don't even know really what you call it. It's cooperative deck builder resource management game. I guess think like Magic, but with resource management, and it's team-based. Planes, are you making custom arts for Magic the Gathering? So, not exactly, no. So this is my own game, but so we made this for a game jam, me and my friend. We basically had 2 weeks to make a game, and there's of course to go along with that, there's a prompt to keep everyone honest and all that, and the prompt was lands, and which is obviously very Magic the Gathering inspired, but I have a whole video on it if you care to watch, but on my channel. But the short of it is that basically there are land cards, and you know, that was one of the requirements, was to have lands in the game, and so that's what these are. And lands basically provide you units, which are in this game, which are basically both your attack power and your defensive power. I do have, if you have Tabletop Simulator, I could send you, I could send you either the yo, dual wielded, the real dual wielded live, the man, the myth, legend, the man, the myth, the Tice. Let's see, there should be a finish, drink, redeem when you're an affiliate. I know, right? And just guzzle this whole thing down. And I just throw up on the floor. Co-op deck builder. Do you both players share a hand, or are they just single player fighting over the same deck effectively? So there's two that each player gets their own deck. In theory, I mean, you could have a shared deck if you wanted to do it that way, but I'll quickly pop it open and I'll show you. You see this right here, Tice? Look at that. Look what I was playing recently. Anyway, also, anyone on here, go play In-Caved Runner. Here, we'll show it for half a second. In-Caved. On Twitch, we have Dual Wield here. He made this game. It's pretty sick. It's pretty rad. I meant to report a bug, by the way. I think you may have mentioned that you were fixing it, but when you're in what's it called? When you're in the item select and you hit pause, it like double does the item menu. I don't know. Anyway, oh, so co-op meaning you're just co-op design. No. Here, I'll show you how it works. So it is basically 2 players. So the players basically have their sides here. You basically pick your gods, and you have your deck, and you draw cards, and you play your cards. And then once you're done playing your cards, you will go against the old god, which is basically a deck that just plays itself. So it says, you know, draw 2 cards per turn and 1 minion card. So it will basically draw 2 cards. And then you just follow all the information on the cards once you play basically what it says, and then, you know, they'll target things and attack you and that kind of stuff on their own. So yeah, it basically, the game plays itself, at least the enemy does, and then that way you can, you know, basically you fight the old god or the evil deck together, and so you have to kind of overcome the challenges that throws at you. Ooh, I like this. Very cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think I fixed that yesterday. Don't remember fully if it was part of a patch, but I believe it was. Unless you got the bug today, then I haven't fixed it yet. No. That was, I think that was last night, maybe? No, it was the night before. It was the night before. Can you show me a test count? Yeah, sure, why not? I can do that. So basically what happens is each player will choose their god. There's 5 to choose from. You basically just choose one. They basically are kind of like define your play style. And you know, basically how you're gonna want to play your cards and that kind of stuff. We'll select one at random though. So you do random god, the other player will select their god. You both draw 5 cards. No, hold on. And this is all hosted in Tabletop Simulator, so this isn't anything that's mine, but you know, obviously the game is mine. That's a really bad hand. So we're gonna do our mulligan. That's at least playable. Although surprisingly, yet again, kind of not great, but and then, you know, the other player will draw their cards. Gotta shuffle it first. I'll show you a round of combat. Probably won't play a whole game because it's I mean, I guess I could. But yeah, basically they'll draw their cards, and then you basically, you know, look at any cards on the board. In this case, our god lets us draw an additional card per turn. You draw 1 card per turn. So he lets you do another, so you can draw 2 cards. Got a Soulfist Monk and a Forest. Not many structures, which is kind of not great, but then you can play one of each type of cards per turn. We'll play... I mean, it doesn't really matter per se. I would say let's do a desert and nope. Google thought I was talking to it. Yeah, I always say, like, when I say okay, cool, it thinks I'm talking to it. Classic. But yeah, play your cards. I don't have any structures, so I can't play any of those. And then once you play your cards, you go to unit phase. This isn't really the best example, but maybe... Yeah, I'll have a little bit better of an example on the Google. Stop talking to me. Exactly. So yeah, on your turn, then you go to unit phase. Every card starts with 1 unit counter. And then you read your cards basically and see what generates units. This one generates units on your heroes, so it generates 1 there. And this one can only generate units if you have allied units next to it. So this hand's basically done. We'll go to the next one just because I think that's going to be a little bit better illustration. Draw a card for the turn. A druid. Pretty good. Basically, I'll do a plains, a druid, and we'll do a mage's tower because I have a structure this time. Again, you get 1 counter per turn, or per, per card when you place it. And then once I'm in unit phase, my plains gains 2. My structure doesn't gain any unless I want to decide to sacrifice any of my my cards in my hand, which I don't. And then this one gains 1 for each land I have. So there's that. Then something I couldn't have really done here is I could do unit allocation. So basically what I can do is I can move units around. You see these blue effects. Those, if you have a certain number of units on it, an ability triggers. So if I get 6 on this mage's tower, I can effectively, gain an additional card draw. So we're gonna move 1 up there. We're gonna leave 1 on here because 2 on here because I want to leave it protected, because your units both count as your health and as your damage. At least if the card can attack. You can see the attack icon on that. So if you have no valid cards to play, you can still get a god unit. Yeah, so the god will always start with a unit essentially. But you, oops, the god will always start with a unit. It doesn't generate units per turn though. Unlike, so like this guy, you see how this like little blue icon? That's a standard default generate card icon. I like the art on the tower. Thanks, Dice. Also, welcome here. Welcome to the chat. I kind of forgot to actually welcome you. I guess I did. I kind of said you're the man, the myth, legend like 4 times. Never mind. Ignore me. Anyway. Okay, yeah, so the blue icon lets you generate units. Every card just starts with a certain number of units. And then once you're done allocating units, it goes to, and both players have gone, it goes to the old god. Typically I play against the hardest one because the balance is kind of off right now. So we'll go against the hardest one. We'll see if I regret that. So old god, Neth, the god of Entropy, he draws 3 cards per turn. So 1, there's a Ravager, a Chaos Worm, and a Wasteland. And then he gets 1 minion. Or 2 minions? 2 minions. So he draws all these cards. Lands basically allow them to draw extra cards per turn. But they only trigger after or on the start of their next turn, so we have a turn to deal with that. Then the enemies attack. They have attack orders here, so you can see, I think they're all the same attack order for here. Yeah, but basically it shows strongest or weakest for the first icon. I guess I can zoom in. Yeah, strongest or weakest for the first icon here. Heroes, structures, and lands. These order can be in different order, although we happen to just get ones that are all the same right now. And so they will attack. So this guy's, we're actually going to get kind of pummeled here. This guy is going to attack our strongest hero, which is honestly either of them. And if it's brilliant, yeah, thank you. If it's either of them, we get to choose, although it's really not going to matter because we're getting, like I said, we're getting a great way to simulate AI. Yeah, exactly. That's a AI card game, right? It's a unfortunately we're gonna lose a lot here. So we lose our cleric because the bad guy kind of had a pretty good turn here, and then the Chaos Worm's gonna attack. He attacks for 3, which does kill my druid. Again, sad. Druid's dead. Now the cool part is the God of Destruction. If one of your units die, you gain 5, or one of your cards dies, you gain 5 units. So I gain 5 units here. And then 2 minions attack, which actually kills my tower. Yeah, so we got really pummeled there. So the hero deck starting. So the heroes deck start and end with the same cards. Yeah, right now they're all the decks are the same. They're shuffled, obviously, but yeah, they have the same decks currently. I do want to have deck building at some point, but we're not quite there yet, unfortunately. So we're working on that. But yeah, that's the end of the turn, and it goes back to the players. I guess I can play through it if you guys want to see a little more. Because may as well. Deck building is the scary one. Yeah, for sure. And I want like good guy and bad guy deck building essentially, because I want like different old gods to have different cards and stuff like that. So like different challenge levels and that kind of thing. So that's the goal. I'd love to see just a few turns. Yeah, you know, we'll play through it. I'm totally cool with that because I do need to get more play testing in, even if I am, you know, playing it by myself. All right, get to draw 2 cards. Bridge. That's one of my favorite arts there, even though it's really simple. It just looks good. What's growth? Yeah, unit effects. That could be good. All right, yeah, we'll play bridge. We'll play monk. And I can play one more land. Actually, probably the best way to do this is gonna be play the forest, because it gains extra units if you have a structure on it. And so we're doing bridge on top of the structure, or on top of the forest. It's got nice perspective. Yeah, it does. Just a nice looking art, you know? I do say so myself. Got a lot of unit generating cards here. I wish I could play test, but I only play in paper, so unless you got a print sheet, I can't help much. I do have a print sheet, actually. It's both on my Discord and I think it's on my video as well. It's on the Armies against Entropy video. So if you want to join my Discord. Otherwise, it's also, you know, I also have screentop.gg, which is free. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I think best way to find that is on my Discord, but yeah, I wanted to try to have as many ways for people to play it as possible, because you know, I think that's important to get people to playtest the game. All right, on there, just gotta look for it. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I saw you join. I wasn't 100% certain. Especially because I can't look right now because it's in streamer mode. Okay, so we want to allocate some units. I want to keep my lands safe because there are units that can attack lands directly, so we're gonna at least have 2 on each. And then bridge. Bridge doesn't really do much for me right now. So I'm gonna put my other unit onto... Ooh, do I have to risk it? Because if I don't do something... Oh, you know what I really should have used last turn is this. That would have been smart. So how will we make every hero deck play separately? What do you mean? So like each player has their own deck, right? So they just draw. So basically every time I swap from board to board, you know, that's a new player. And so each, you know, each player deck will be, they basically, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I think, you know, you'd have to curate, you know, I'll add a bunch more cards and then people can like choose what cards that they want when they're creating their deck. It'll probably also be like pre-made decks and that kind of stuff, but balance is going to be weird to figure out with that, but we'll see. So yeah, once I get to, I've allocated everything, I can now attack. Now this is kind of sketchy because I'm definitely going to take a good bit of damage. And you know what? Instead, I'm actually going to move everything up to my, yeah, I'm going to move everything up to here. It's a calculated risk. There's a chance I could remove or lose a land. I guess in Magic Gathering words, how will you make them feel different, like red compared to blue type of... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I think that's just going to be based on like synergies, right? Like, so you can pick any card in the entire... you know, at least currently my plan, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still working on like getting like all the art and stuff. Not art, but you know, I'll just show you. So yeah, I'm adding like icons in. You can see like how there's icons in the text now. I'm balancing the enemies by, they have positive defeated effects and negative defeated effects, which you haven't really gotten into yet, so I'll show you that in a bit. But I'm still kind of working on game balance and like getting all the features in I want. Once I get to that, then I'll work on deck building. But my main thought is, honestly, you can pick from whatever sort of cards you want. But the cards themselves are going to be more interesting because, or the decks themselves are going to be interesting based on, you know, or unique based on what synergies you want to really work on, right? Because there's a lot of co-op play and stuff like that. Like there's, I mean, Bridge is a great one, right? So you see the blue effect here, structure with 8 or more units on it. If a structure you control has an activated unit effect, which is any of these icons with any of these blue gem icons on the bottom, those effects also apply to your allies. So say I had like this Mage's Tower here, and that was activated, it means it would also be applied to my ally. So, so yeah, basically these would, so if you had 6 units on here, you get an extra card per turn. Your ally also gets an extra card per turn. So there's a lot of like different synergies you can do and like team play and all that kind of stuff that I think if I just make a lot of cards, I don't think I'm really as worried about people trying to create or like need diverse decks as long as they're, you know, fun to play. I watched watch the stream where he made Shade. Okay, yeah. It may have been like the icon or actually just the drawing itself. was gonna say, because the drawing itself was, I guess you said a month ago, so that'll probably be like the original one. Yeah. You're a very talented artist. I don't know if I've told you that yet. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. All this, with the exception of the Blight Might, pretty much all of this was made in about a 4-day period. Not to toot my own horn, but I mean, there's been some slight visual upgrades to like the actual headers and stuff, but for the most part, all the actual card art was made in 4 days. It was a lot. All right, but yeah, I appreciate that. I really do. Okay. Not the extreme art grind. Yeah, no, it was honestly, the stupid part, it wasn't even necessary. I didn't even have to do it all in that amount of time, but it was a game jam crunch, and it was they just required that you had some art that you made, and I decided to make everything art. You only get like 4 points for it. There was a lot of weird stuff with the jam. It was fun, but anyway, yeah, pretty much all of it was made in a very short period of time. Anyway, my monk, when he attacks, he takes half damage rounding up. So I'm actually going to attack this guy, and so I'm going to lose 3 units for that, and I get to kill him. You can see there's a defeated effect. Destroy 1 minion controlled by the old god. This is great, because then I get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. He dies, Endling dies, and we go back to next player's turn. They do look really very good for sure. Thank you. Appreciate that. Did I already answer that? I don't know. If you're focused on making cards to solve this individually, that does sort of fight the design principles of a deck builder. I'd recommend looking into modal cards that plays off. Sorry, I'm trying to understand that completely. If you're focused on making many cards to solve this individually, that does sort of fight the design principles of a deck builder. They're looking into modal cards like a card that plays off. Oh, I mean, so... Oh yeah, I didn't even use this. That's silly of me. Actually, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna... I don't think about that. Are there cards that allow players to directly interact with each other's cards and hands? Yes, there are. In Magic the Gathering terms, like 3 generic 3-drop that has an effect of 2 blue. Cool. So I mean, yeah, there's not any like, so the concept was to keep everything as simple as possible. Obviously, like, deck building does bring up some sort of, you know, problems. But I think there's going to be enough interesting stuff in like the co-op and resource management aspect that enough of the games I think are going to be interesting regardless. I could be wrong, and maybe I'll need to research that a bit more, but I don't think I necessarily need each deck to individually, you know, each sort of I mean, I could potentially have like certain cards that only allow to go with like specific gods is probably the way you could do it. Oh, you know what? I actually get 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's actually great. But yeah, I'm not 100% certain on that, but definitely something to consider. Because yeah, I mean, really I'm not too worried. I'll have to think that through. I'll have to think about that. It's a good point, though. Not wrong. The design seems fine enough that it definitely could just play as is with tweaking. Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely still some stuff that needs to be done, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I mean, part of the thing is the game does play off of randomness, so curating a deck could make it the player overpowered, but they already are, honestly, and that's why we're adding like negative death effects, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, so back to the game. I may just use the Banish from Existence card, but I might hold on to it. I think it might just be worth holding on to. We'll see what I get. I get a desert. I have so many units. Actually, you know what I can do? I have so many units, I can actually do some cool stuff here. This guy gains 2. Actually, we're gonna go for a pretty ballsy play, but honestly, oh wait, no, does that even make, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so the Elvish Archer, if they have 10 or more units on it, you may attack 2 targets, but only take the damage of the highest power level one. So we're gonna put all these units. We're just gonna trade these. We're gonna do that. I'll put 1 on here to keep him protected, and I'll put 1 more up here. So there's that, and then he can actually just take out. There's land. I don't really want that to trigger. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this guy. So this basically lets me keep all my units for 1 instance of damage. When you attack, you also take the damage equal to the card, just so you're aware of that. And then they can't go down. You have to beat it all at once. It's all or nothing. So we'll defeat this. All effects on structures trigger for 1 round. Does that even do anything? No, it doesn't do anything for me. A structure of my choice. No, it doesn't do anything. All right, so that's dead. And then I also kill the Chaos Worm. But when the Chaos Worm dies, he draws 3 minions. His death effect, I believe, is worthless because I don't have a structure in my hand. So he's dead. I keep all my units. And that's the round. It's a lot of minions to be dealing with, but it is interesting. And then we'll do the bad guy one more time. Let's see. I put this in the wrong spot. There we go. Trying to make sure nothing's triggering for me on death or anything. No, okay. All right, we get a Terrify. Terrify, all players must move 10 units of their choice from heroes they control to structures they control. That's not great for me. Can't kill my guys. But I guess we'll move him to there. And then I lose 10 here. We're just gonna swap this with one of my lands. And then that's that. Our heroes might die here. We'll see. So yeah, there's, the enemy has spells and lands and structures as well. A land. He gets to draw an additional card per turn, which is the normal cards, not minions, unlike the other one. Why is that in the... I must have accidentally put that in the deck. There we go. And Abyssal Domain. At the end of the Old God's turn, remove 5 units from the strongest hero. Cannot drop below 1 unit. Well, I think I might be losing my heroes here, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, this guy gets attacked for 1 from this guy, 1 from this guy, so he's dead. I get 5 units at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this guy attacks. He dies. And then one last one attacks. God, it kills the bridge. I don't really need it. It's actually a somewhat more balanced game than... I haven't tested this version all that much. And it's supposed to be a little bit harder. And it's working well, so... I also probably haven't been playing optimally either, so... But yeah, what else we doing? That's the end of their turn. It's back. Oh wait, I didn't even draw minions, did I? Did I draw minions? I don't think I did. I think it's 2 more minions. That's kind of scary. I just lose 2 off of here. I don't believe I drew minions. I think I drew them when the thing died, but not for actual minion draw. Looking kind of scary for me. We'll draw 2 cards. Mountain's nice. So is Druid. I don't have enough units though. That's the kind of annoying part. Oh yeah, I was gonna answer your question, Tice. There's a few different cards like Bridge. Yeah, it's like you're able to apply your effects from one hand to the other. There's Library, which allows you to like exchange cards back and forth. There's Merchant and Trading Post, which allows you to trade units back and forth in different ways. So there's a lot of different cards that let you interact with each other. Sort of play on that co-op aspect. I haven't drawn many of them, but we'll do that. Do I want Druid? I think so. I think it's my best bet here. Okay, then we go to unit phase. We want to do we only get 1 here now that their bridge is gone. Kind of forgot about that. They start with 1. They gain 1 from desert. Don't get that yet. Gain 1 here. I probably want to balance these out so I don't lose these. And then Druid gains 3 for 1, 2, 3 for each of my lands active. And then I have to kill something, but I do not have enough. Oof, that's really rough. Yeah, exactly. It sounds like the most fun aspect of the game to me. I'm glad to hear it's a thing. Yeah, and honestly, I want more of it. But you know, these are the base cards we have. I'm trying to think. Is there any other ones? Yeah, Merchant, which allows you to like trade units. Honestly, most of them are that. There's trading posts, like I said, trading units. Library, bridge. And then spells usually you can use with your allies. I definitely want more cards. Biggest thing, bridge is like the ultimate co-op card because it allows you to give the effects that you have to other people. So like say I had yeah, I showed like Mage's Tower or like a farm, which allows you to play an additional type of any card per turn. And if you have that in bridge, it allows your ally to do that as well. So yeah, definitely want to add more of that. Just haven't really added any cards. I've kind of been working on just balancing the game. So, I'll definitely be doing that. We're kind of in a pickle here, if I'm being real honest. I can't kill either of these. Destroy 2 minions controlled by the old god. That's really what we want to aim for. And I should be able to do it. Alright, yeah, we're just going to kill a minion, I guess. That's sad, that's the only thing I can do. Although I kind of have a meat shield up there at least. Alright, I draw a singular card. Hey look, trading post. That'd be great for next turn, but right now I don't have a hero. Ugh. This might actually be a losing game here. I'm trying to decide what the best move is. I think I have to play the trading post. And then because this lets me actually move cards instantly to other players if I want to, which is a little broken right now, but you know, here we are. And then this can move, it doesn't do anything. This gets 2, move 1 up. We're gonna hope that's enough of a meat shield to get us through here. And that's my turn. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do. I guess I can't. Alright, old god goes. I'll probably just do one more turn here and then maybe call it, because I wanna get a little bit of stuff done. Chaos Worm, great. Beautiful. Wasteland. Null Sanctum. Null Sanctum, any players in unit phase. Player's unit phase. Sorry, during any player's unit phase, any cards that would gain 1 unit, gain 1 less. That's really bad. And then this actually might be a losing hand for me. I can do 1 more because of this guy. Oh, wait, is it 2 more? This one, that one. Okay, yeah. It's pretty bad. And then I draw 2 minions. I think I just have to play this. I have to play Banish from Existence. Destroy monster, its defeated effect does not trigger. That's gonna have to be reworded, but it still draws a bunch of minions, which is not great. 1, 2, 3. We're kind of screwed here, if I'm being honest. All right, this guy can survive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. So we can actually just take him off of here because this thing can provide the units for this guy. And they're all done. And that's the turn. Here we might come back, honestly. We'll do 1 more player turn, and then I'm probably gonna call it good. I get to draw 3 cards. God, I keep getting deserts. What's that? All right, here's the play. Playing units and remove. Okay, yeah. We want fortress there, desert here. And then we'll do this. Oh, and then we definitely need this archer. Okay. Then we go to unit phase. Each hero gains 2 essentially. 1, 2, 1, 2. This gains 3. 1, 2, 3. This gains 1. And then we definitely want this active if we can help it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 1. And then I get 4 units on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a shame. I mean, technically I could get 10 units on my archer. If I play this card. Oh, you know what I actually can do instead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do this. We're being a little ballsy here. All right, so if I play... Oh, hello, computer? Okay, sorry. I was freaking out. I can play Growth, which then basically activates this guy, which gives me an effectively 2 extra damage. And honestly, I also need to play this one because then it lets me move some units. So you can't move units from hero to hero, but you can move them back. You can't move them back. You can't move them from hero to hero once they're on a hero. So we can use this to move 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we just want to do that. And then what we do is archer attacks. We need to kill this. We kill that. We kill a land. So this technically gains 2 units when using fortress. The fortress allows the heroes gain 2 units when attacking. So I gain 2, and then I go all the way down to 1. I kill this, destroy 2 minions controlled by the old god. That's 2 minions. And then each player gains 3 units on a structure of their choice. I will gain 3 here. 1, 2, 3. And this gains 1, 2, 3. And then all this is dead. 2 of these guys die. And then Druid's just gonna take out... Druid actually can take out the Null Sanctum, I think. Because they gain 2 units when attacking. 1, 2. They can kill us for 4. Leaves them with 1. It leaves me pretty vulnerable, but I do have my trading posts. So that actually does change things. What does Null Sanctum do? God of my choice gains 1 unit. Doesn't really matter. And then we'll do the last player turn and call it a day. For this, at least. A library. Hey, look. I'm just getting a full support hand, I guess. When a structure dies, draw a card. You may give any allies your cards. That's basically my turn, besides unit phase. 1, 2. That doesn't do anything. Yes, I'm getting a really bad hand. That's basically it. But yeah, I might actually save this because I do want to play it later because it isn't actually really interesting. It is an interesting game. But I really need to get some work done too. Yeah, hopefully that kind of explained it a bit. And you found that interesting. There's a lot to do with it still, but it's getting there. I think it'll be cool. But yeah, we're trying to add some of these icons. But what I want to do is I do want to add some hero icons here. Let's try doing the hero icon too. I think it may have been a little too monotonous for my brain right now, but still fun to do. I do need to get playtesting. It gets like weird when you're playing it yourself, because then it just like, it feels like it's just a lot to keep track of when you're playing by yourself. But yeah, it's coming along. So let's try this too. Okay, let's see what this looks like. What you doing, kitten? Hi, yeah. This is not working. Yeah, for some reason... No, please don't do that. For some reason it bumps it up. Stop hitting that icon. I'm trying to decide why it does that. Is there asymmetry in the icon and that's what's doing it? Also, I wonder if it's using the transparency in the icon, or if it's... Hey! What are you doing? Sorry, cat's attacking the carpet. I think it could be using the transparency of the icon and thinking it's bigger than it is. But I'm not entirely certain. I think the best way to test that is going to be... Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's throw this in here. We're just gonna select it, inverse it, and then we're gonna crop it. We're gonna hit OK, and then we're gonna file, and we're gonna hit save as. Doing some testing. See if we can get it to work. Yeah, I think it does affect it, but we'll see. Really? Why did that not work? You just didn't load it yet. Interesting, it's much bigger. I don't know if it actually fixed the the underlying issue. Now I think what might fix the issue. I see it's actually just bigger now. Which I'm not sure I like. But I think probably the fix to it is going into the layouts and changing how the card type functions. If we change it to, what if we change it to auto squash? Does that save it? Does that fix it? Much bigger, not sure if it fixed the underlying issue. That's what you said. True. True and accurate. And correct. Okay, that doesn't fix it. And part of it is it's just not actually centered now that I'm looking at it. So if we just you know what? Oh no, this is the right one. This is the right one. Okay, never mind. If we shift its positioning slightly, we might be able to. Yeah, it's kind of off, huh? I don't know why it's so like transparent. It's not actually helping. That should fix it, I think. Oh, auto shrink is probably the right one. All right, we need to test each variable at a time because right now I'm testing 2 variables. Okay, yeah, see that? Let's change this again. I'm not an artist per se, but looks perfect on mine. Yeah, so the biggest thing I'm trying to fix here is just where these icons are, how these icons are centered. And weirdly enough, I don't know why they seem so offset, right? Like it's not, this looks better for sure. But why does it put it down farther when the icon's in there? I'm wondering if it's a matter of, and this is mostly like nitpicking, but I think it's because I'm just kind of wondering if it's based on font size or not. Because in theory, the icon should, let's just try auto shrink, see what that does. Please stop. That looks decent, but like it's not aligning these icons in the center. That's the annoying part to me. It's really a nitpick, but I don't want it to. mean, that's probably fine. What does the land one looks like? Why are these broken now? Keep hitting the wrong button. What's the program I'm using for this? This is called Dexterous. It is one of my favorite things ever. This is the website right here. It's really nice if you're actually creating a card game, because what it let you do is you can create a game in Google Sheets, and then it will take all this data and allow you to have like card bases and all that, and it extrapolates it and makes all your cards for you. It is beautiful. But sometimes there's like little things like this that are hard to get working perfectly, but small price to pay. And they're constantly updating it, so I'm in no way upset about it. Somehow I broke the icon. I wonder if it's because I'm working in multiple tabs. It's not particularly good at that. That's very cool. Yeah, it's saved me so much time. So I am very grateful to them for making this program. Yeah, I don't think I'm going with that. Definitely gonna be this, if anything. Oh wait, no, cancel. That's the wrong icon. No, I didn't want to make a folder. Go back. Okay. Land. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, God. Yeah, sorry if I'm not like super energetic today. I have been kind of in pain all day because I just woke up with like a freaking, I think I may have already said this. I woke up with a tweaked neck, and I've just been in pain all day. So yeah, pain makes you tired sometimes. Did they make this specifically for card game design? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for sure. I think you can use it. I think they have like board game element design as well, but it's specifically meant for card games. Is it just me, or is it looking better? I don't know. I think it's fine. I think we're happy with it. Is it the squish thing that changed it? I gotta see. I just want to know. Or maybe it's just me. Oh, wait, that might be another thing. I wonder if my card's not perfectly centered. I wonder if that's part of the reason I did some of this. Again, I didn't make all this in 2 weeks, so it's not perfect in all regards. I don't know why this isn't actually centered in the within its own box, because that seems weird. I thought there was a way to shift it slightly. Not that. No. I guess this was it. Well, I guess once it has the icons in there, it's fine. So, all right, good enough for me. Okay, so, wait. You may have mentioned the neck once or twice. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, yeah. Couldn't remember who I mentioned it to, but you're really the only one who's here, so here we are. I'm just going crazy. 2 weeks, your prototype's way faster than I do, to be fair. That's definitely a good thing for you. Honestly, it was a lot because of this program. Obviously, there's been, I've iterated on it since then, but the base of the game was 2 weeks. But really, honestly, had a playable game in like the very, very base prototype of this game I had done in, I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't know, like a few hours, like 4 hours, 6 hours maybe. We really, really quickly knocked it out, honestly. At least the very base prototype of the game. So when we originally did this, like the very, very base prototype looked like this. But it was playable, right? It may have been more. It was like 4 to 8 hours, somewhere between there. But this was the base game before, you know, before it was actually, you know, anything else. And before it actually is what it was. But this program's so good for iterating, especially because you can just take this and instantly bring it into Tabletop Simulator. Yeah, this tool is extremely powerful for rapid prototyping. And granted, I had help. It wasn't just me either. Me and my friend worked on it too. So all right, I think that's good enough. I'm obsessing at this point. So like for instance, right? Like right now it just says hero on the title, right? And if I want to change this on every single card in Clark, what software, dog? Yo, let's see. I am using, yeah, first of all, welcome. Second of all, I'm using Dexterous. This is it's basically, yeah, just a card building program. It's basically what it's meant for. Is super powerful. But yeah, basically, if I wanted to do like a browser-based, yep, yep, browser-based and free. So super nice. And basically, yeah, there's a really good video. Dave Jaltima has a really good video on it. He kind of just goes over how like you know, the sort of base functionality of it, but they also have like really good tutorials and stuff. So they actually tell you how to make it, and if you have any questions or like tell you how to do your own stuff, free. Why they deserve to make money for this? I mean, to be honest, I mean, there is pricing for it, but the free one's good enough for like, I could have made this game under the free one. I think I ran out of storage eventually. I ran out of something. Maybe it was storage. Yeah, I think I ran out of storage, but I'm also working on another game, which has like a bunch more, or no, I ran out of components. It has a bunch more like other stuff, and I wasn't about to delete other stuff, and it's $4 a month, so it's like, bro, how ghetto am I? I've been using Canva right now. I honestly was using Photoshop for the longest time, and I think I showed some people this the other day, but this is my old game, the old version of my I'm also making another game, which is a like a tabletop RPG, but a deck builder. It's very like not done. But yeah, like if I wanted to do cards, I had, you know, each individual card was a Photoshop file, and then I had to actually make, you know, the decks and then build them like this, and then put all them into the, you know, into the deck, and then actually make every single card. And then now the thing is, right, if I were doing what I'm doing now that way, let's show you this. If I were doing the same thing I'm doing now, the same way I was doing it before, I would have to go in and say, like, I wanted to add these little hero icons, right? I would have to go in each individual thing and edit it, right? I'd have to edit each individual card or start over and, like, you know, make a new template. Instead, with this, what I can do is, like, say I have this spreadsheet here, I can add, wait, wrong one here. If I go here, I can take like this, I can do this, and let me make sure I'm doing this right. I think it will do this. And give me a second here. I could be doing this formula wrong, so give me a second. I don't know if I need to do quotes here, but okay. So now if I go like this, apply it to all these cards, right? And then if I go into here, this might break. Well, we're about to find out. But you notice, right? All these don't have these icons. If I hit import, okay, the icon's broken, but you get the point. If I typed it in right, it would work. I think it's actually because it's got... Yeah. I just threw my pen on the ground. Ugh. But yeah, so basically I can import all those. I don't know why the icon's broken. Oh, I do know why. It's because there's no space in here, right? Maybe? Oh, wait. Hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Hold on, I put in the wrong... Let me do that one more time. This is the wrong one. If I just do this... And I saw you guys said something, and I'll answer you in half a second, but show you how it works. Sometimes it takes a second to load. We'll see if this... There we go. See, look, applied to all those cards. And instead of having to go into every individual card and edit it, now it's done. I saw in Discord using both dice and cards is definitely a bold choice. Yeah, I know. We'll see. We'll see how, we'll see if I stick with that. Currently, I'm unsure. I honestly probably gonna take a slight bit of a break from Soul, to just finish up this game. But yeah, no, I know it's very faux pas, but I'm probably going to try it and see how it goes. And if it's bad, then I don't do it. And if it's good, then, you know, it's fine. It's definitely something that needs to be play tested rather than, you know, I want to play test it before just completely dismissing it. I'm working on a TTRPG right now, and we're gonna have some card things for physical. Oh, I watch your videos. Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. For TCG, it sounds bold, but it's a test. I mean, just using cards in a tabletop role-playing game is like different enough to start. I'm very much considering removing dice, but I haven't even tried it yet, and I do like the idea of contested rolls for every roll. And it works well with my like defense system and all that. So yeah, I think it's worth trying because I like a lot of the dice-based mechanics, and maybe potentially the game ends up breaking into like 2 different games, and then ends up being 2 different things, but we'll see. I understand why it's faux pas, since people don't like the concept of 2 different kinds of randomization mixing together for whatever. Yeah, no, for sure. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, you have the randomness of the card draw itself, and then you have the randomness of actually rolling. But that being said, there are ways in Soul for you to get the cards you want, even if you don't have them in your hand. So you can expend more actions to actually play cards that you want to, either at the expense of actions, your action economy, or at the expense of your health. So that's the idea. Magic the Gathering definitely use dice for counters. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's I think those are nice. It's nice to do it that way, but I think in this case, very true. I think it's more of a TCG stigma than it is a board game hobbyist disdain. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, board game people don't understand it. There's definitely a lot of people who add it, and you're like, I don't know about that, but I think the sorry, I'm trying to think 2 thoughts at once here. The biggest thing to like make note of is that like the idea of what am I even trying to say, guys? My game is not necessarily for the trading card aspect per se. It's using cards and it's using them like a deck builder, but it's not specifically meant to be like Magic the Gathering, the tabletop role-playing game. It's using cards and those sort of deck builder type mechanics to allow people... I'm literally reading your thing right now, which is basically same sort of concept. In our game, the cards are just physical representations of the abilities that would be on the character sheet. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm working on. The idea is to make it more visually understanding to new people for TTRPGs. See, for me, it's more not necessarily make it more friendly for new people, and ideally that would be the end goal. But for me, it's trying to make something more friendly to the actual roleplay itself. Because I would rather have... I want to have, like, the game not feel like you're playing a game, and more for it to be... it to be a easier way to... not feel like you're just like stopping the game for combat, Yeah, I got it. Yours is a board game, not crack packs in place the loot gods. Yeah. Pray to the loot gods. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, it's we'll see how it goes. There's a chance it just is my ambitions are too great for it, but I mean, here's some of the cards. So here's the, I really need to put the new card art in, but basically it's a sci-fi, RPG. But yeah, there's a bunch of different cards. There's cards, there's abilities, there's items. There's nanites, which these are like, these aren't even done. This is just random lore. There's nanites, which are like, sort of elemental abilities, and then there's different status effects. I don't know why this card's so big, but you know, here we are. Your ambitions seem tempered compared to my own projects, to be honest. Okay, fair enough. The thing is, it's really hard to design a tabletop role-playing game to be more, to be a game, but also roleplay focused, right? Because the problem is roleplay and combat, or mechanics, really, a lot of time feel very counter-opposed. And so, like, whenever you're role-playing, you're not using the mechanics, and when you're using the mechanics, you're not role-playing. And so my goal is to try to combine those as best as possible. And I have a lot of ways I'm trying to attack that, but it gets very difficult. Respect the grind, bro. Had to stop by. Yeah, thanks, dude. I really appreciate it. I was gonna say, I thought I saw your comments somewhere before, but yeah, if you guys want to share your projects at all, feel free. I'd love to see them. But yeah, I appreciate you coming by. It's always good to see you all on stream. I think there needs to be more more YouTube related tabletop card game community people, because I feel like a lot of time I don't feel like there's a huge presence of card making people on the internet. So hopefully I'm trying to fix that. One step at a time. When you make a breakthrough in design, it's a great feeling, isn't it? Yeah, it's it is definitely great. Yeah, I try to share it too. I don't like, you know, I try to sorry, I'm trying to make sure I do this right here. Give me half a second. Yeah, no, I'm trying to and like sometimes though, like a lot of time I'm like, oh yeah, here's this like breakthrough I did, and then I share it, and then people are like, well, actually so and so did this, and that's fine. I know I haven't like done everything the first time. Like I'm not the first to have made, you know, anything in particular, but I think that's like it's cool to come up with the ideas. It's really exciting to come up with it. You're definitely right. But for me, I think the most interesting part is like the polish and like how it all comes together. Because like when you look at games a lot of time, there's like a lot of games, or even like video games even, people are like, oh, this is like, you know, what's a good example? Like there's games that can be done like in a certain way that, wait, this is not, I can't actually do this way. Sorry, give me, I'm distracting myself here. There's a way I can do this without making it on. So I'm trying to type this and talk at the same time. Apparently it's not working. Okay. Let me focus. Yeah, no, it's cool to come up with new mechanics and stuff and like have like ideas work. And honestly, yeah, just like the like honestly making this game and having it like function is like such a good feeling. How do you play test, bro? Good question. Depends on what you're talking about. Honestly, I haven't really done much play testing for my tabletop role-playing game. That's difficult. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm about to steal my homie's kits. Yeah, because honestly, like, playtesting tabletop role-playing games is really difficult. Just because, like, it takes a lot of time and setup. I haven't done it. That's the way to do it, not gonna lie. Here's what I would recommend. At least this is what my plan is. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to build a community. And so, like, ideally, I'll have people who I can just ask to, like everyone in my Discord server. Hopefully, at some point, just be like, hey, do you want to play my game? And then they'll want to play the game, right? That's you know, option one, but obviously that's it takes a lot of time to do, and you have to build it up and you have to get recognized, so that requires like YouTube videos and that kind of stuff. So that's a huge big thing. Option two is you use like existing Discord servers, which I definitely recommend doing. Again, for tabletop role-playing games, it's a little bit harder. I think there's a lot of like trading card game people. Like Dave Jaltima's got, this is Tabletop Craft. There might be some people. I think it's more for like card games. You could probably go on the official Tabletop Simulator thing. I would get Tabletop Simulator. It's honestly great. And then there's like Tabletop TTRPG development. I'm in here. I don't know exactly what this one's about. I haven't really researched this one too much. I just joined it somewhat recently, so there's a lot of like different tabletop role-playing game Discord servers. I would go there and talk to people. I would set up a preset campaign that you play multiple times, so you have it as like a baseline, and then just play it with different people, and then you can kind of figure out what sort of mechanics work. I would really recommend, honestly, I'd recommend a lot getting Tabletop Simulator. It's not too super expensive, and it's not, you know, the same as like actual physical cards, but I think it's definitely worth it's worth the money, and then that way you can play test online, because if you can't find people in your area, you know, it's really great to you know, to get it going there. Kids will be brutally honest about what they don't like, whereas adults suggest how to fix it. If they don't implement, they get frustrated. Yeah, that's definitely true. I think the biggest thing though is like when you play with an adult, you go, yeah, sure, yeah, okay, and then you try to, rather than necessarily fixing what they suggest, you look into it and try to understand why they were upset about, or why they wanted you to fix that particular thing, and then you have to decide for yourself why you should implement that. My project is, I don't know how to pronounce that exactly, Zario? It's a Pan-African RPG. Our home team quits because a brief with the creative director, so I went from basic thug 1 to lead design. Okay, nice, awesome. Host single playtesters in your, yeah. hot single playtesters in your, yeah, I know, that's kind of what it sounded like when I said it. I'm like, that does sound like that, doesn't it? Yeah, but honestly, like, trying to just using online communities is probably gonna be a lot easier. It's really weird. I honestly don't like, okay, let me rephrase. I haven't played a lot of tabletop role-playing games with strangers, so it gets really weird for, like, it feels weird to me, right? But it's just something you got to do, and I will end up doing that. But I'm not even at a point where I can play test, so I'm trying to think how to do this. Is that it? I think this is how I do it, but I'm not 100% certain. I think maybe I need quotes around the other part, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, I need quotes here, and here, and here, and here. And then I can copy that and paste it in here. That doesn't work. But why? But why? Oh, it's the... I don't need the brackets. Bro, our marketing idea was healers in your area, and that's crazy you said that. You saw how far Baldur's Gate... Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, I think... Why is this not working? Why are you giving me an error? There need to be spaces, maybe? When in doubt. Help me fix this. Mr. Clark, do you actually work at a lead designer, or are you spitballing? No, volunteer project, yeah. No money yet, King. Oh, sick. Yeah, ChatGPT is great for frickin' fixing this kind of stuff, by the way. If you're looking to do spreadsheeting and it's not working for you. Okay, it isn't quite right here. But it got it most of the way here. You deserve money for work like that, my guy. You're getting abused out there. Oof. Yeah, I mean... I don't know, I mean, it depends on if you like it or not, right? If you like doing it, then that's one thing. Now, in theory, I should still do this. It's gonna break a lot of stuff, but... until I get the actual icons in here, but... yeah, look at that. Oh god, why do I keep doing that? Oh wait, no, it's not even... but yeah, that's really cool. Is it like a, yeah, look at that. That looks good, right? Little hero and land icons. I don't know if I want a space. Do I want a space in there? Can I put a space in here without it breaking? I think I literally just go like... certainly not that, I guess. I can't type. No. How do I add a space? I'm hoping money is coming. We have a business plan, and I hope transferable skills. I have docked 4 days. Honestly, that's the thing too. Like having like working on that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously, like, you know, not making money is tough. But oh, I know what I did. But if sorry, I'm apparently can't multitask today. My brain is not capable of it. No, please stop. There we go. You know, you'll learn, right? Even if it's you know, even if it doesn't work out, you'll still learn from it, and that's always important. Because I mean, my goal is to make money on this project, and you know, it might not. But worst case, I learned a lot, and I can apply it to the next thing. And no matter what you do, yeah, transferable skills are huge. I was essentially a prop maker by trade, and now I'm making card games. So it's like, but my art skill still applied, right? Like, the fact that I can actually do art, you know, helps me make a game, so... You learn how anal publishers are. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you know, a lot of it's, you know, yeah, publishing's definitely a whole another can of worms for sure. But let's see. If you look at the name, here, yeah, let me look you up actually. Let's see. Yeah, this? Is this you? This looks like it could be you. Oh yeah, you can't link on YouTube. It does not like it. This it though? This is you? I say it looks cool. Yeah, I like the art. It's beautiful. That's really cool. Oop. Sorry, I don't want to work for you guys. I apologize. I didn't mean it. Yeah, I love the art. That's awesome. It looks really cool. It's really dope. There's more in gallery. Oh. Oh, sorry. I'm dumb. I can't click on things. Or maybe it's not letting me click? Or, oh wait, arrows. Duh. That's awesome. I've got streamer brain, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, well, if you ever want any advice for me to you want to talk about it all, I am here for support. Got my Discord server if you want to join that and chat about it at all. I'm always down for that. And like I said, there's a bunch of different Discord servers that I'm sure there would be people willing to help too. So that's a great resource to use if you're trying to do playtesting and stuff like that. All right, I have yapped a lot and not gotten a whole heck of a lot done. So let's quickly, that's going to be an issue. We'll see if it's an issue when the icons aren't broken. Let's see. Sometimes you yap a lot. Sometimes this is how it goes. I need structures. I'm worried for you knowing that you're previously left, but best of luck, Mr. Clark. Yeah, for sure. That can definitely be a scary sign, but... I mean, I guess it depends on how it's all working, for sure. How your whole workflow is, you know? Or how your whole organization is set up. Yeah, definitely good luck to you. His loss is my gain. Game devs be fighting. Yep. Difference in opinions definitely can cause that kind of stuff. It's definitely can do that. What else am I doing here? We need structures, we need gods, and we need spells. So are these game _icons.net icon or .net icons? No, they are and they're just, so basically what these are going on the basically they're going onto these cards. They're basically just PNGs, really. So yeah, they're not really, I do have like other formats of them, but for the size of these, it doesn't really matter what they are. They're tiny, so they don't need like super crazy resolution. I do have like SVGs of, or Illustrator files of them, but no, yeah, I made all the icons I made. These are all handmade by me. Did I do this already? No. I mean, I know I've referenced a lot of like icons that actually exist, so there could be me being inspired by some of those kind of things, but these ones particularly were me. And I need the gods. Oops. Do you have a plan on having most of these available for people to actually buy or like get on my Patreon if they want them? I have like all my soul ones on there, but yeah, some of them I just like Google to try to see like how other people like create these kind of icons, and then I go, okay, that's probably a good idea, and then so I'm just inspired by you know, existing things. About to shower, but I love your game vids. Game design vids. Hope you make more. I will. I definitely plan on it. I'm a little slow right now. I'm in the middle of a project that's completely unrelated. I'm helping my aunt write or do a children's book, do some illustration for that. And I'm trying to get roommates for my house. But once I'm kind of past that, hopefully, definitely a video every month. But I would really like to get one out like every other week. That would be ideal, but we'll see. I put probably too much into each video that it's hard to get them out as frequently as I'd like. But yeah, definitely more videos to come for sure, 100%. Yeah, I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Are you mating with your house? Can you link that program in your description? I got volume low, did not really hear. Oh, here, let me just, I can link it. Here, I will send it to you right now. Here, I think I can post on here. There you go. Thankfully, I can link. Y'all can't, but yeah, why am I mating with my housemates? Yeah. Roommates. It's a weird term, isn't it? But yeah, definitely the goal is to does that really do it that way? That's dumb. Is to get a heck of a lot more videos out. Because that's basically the lifeblood of this game. So, or all my games. My creative everything, so you're good for that, man. See you next time for sure. My pleasure, dude. It is a great program. Not a sponsor, but if I could be, I would. If I could be sponsored by them, I 100% would. I mean, roommates aren't weird as long as it's contextualized, for sure. Very true. All right, yeah, that looks a little weird. But yeah, spell it. Some of these just look better than others. Depends on how like where it's justified. Like the fact that the spell icon is asymmetrical and it's lower, it's kind of weird to me, but I think there is a way to fix that, and maybe I'll do that at some point, but... Oh, yeah, I was not reading. I was not reading. I'm not reading it out loud, though. You're just trying to get me to say weird shit. I won't stand for it. No, I'm just kidding. I kid. Let's see if changing that by 1 font size fixes my problem. I'm hoping it does. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it is slightly off, actually. That is interesting. Which probably means my cards are not perfectly symmetrical, but that's what you get for making it in, you know, a very short period of time. And don't really care about symmetry. Symmetry's overrated anyway, you know? I don't know if it's by 1 or by 2. I think just by 1, literally 1 pixel, it fixes it. Yeah, that's fine now. Peter, nope. Peter, do you even say it right? Packed? Isn't it packed? Peter packed a pack? Packed a pack? Or is it pecked a pack? Now I'm just questioning how the saying actually goes. I'm questioning my own sanity. Peter pecked a pack of pickled pepper, pineapple. Yeah, pineapples and peppers. So I got you to say weird shit. Boom. I done it. You did do it. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, buddy. All right, look at that. Got all the icons on here, and now it makes sense when you reference them to all the other symbols that they're showing in here. Like this guy, right? This land, structures, you know it's structures, you know they're the same icons. Well, bam. I do have to do that for the old god deck as well. What time is it anyway? Been streaming for 2 hours and 11 minutes. I'm probably the least beneficial chatter you've had in a while. That's probably true. No. No, we've been talking more about just like games in general. And the last few times I've been talking, yeah, more specifically about this game, but I don't mind either way. I'm happy to talk about pretty much any of that kind of stuff. I am more than happy to talk about it. I'm almost wondering if I keep adding. I kind of don't like this new feature that they added where they have, you know, just like put your mouse cursor there and add a new card, especially because I don't use it. But no, I'm all for, you know, any chat. It's nice to have the company, regardless. Did I not make a... I don't think I made an icon for monster spells, did I? Does it matter? Does there need to be a monster spell one? Did I make an icon? Oh, I'm gonna be sad if I didn't. I don't think I did. I really didn't. How did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, because there's minions. Ah. Well, rip. World Ender, I hardly know her. There you go. Nailed it. Oh, that's so frustrating. I gotta think about that one. So unenthusiastic about that one. Honestly, I thought I was done, and then turns out I wasn't. So I'm gonna have to do more. But that's okay. It'll be okay. Everything will be alright. Yeah, I thought I was done with all the icons, but now I have to make yet another one. Because, I mean, as you can see, I've made a bunch. All these icons here are things we've made recently. All these little icons. You could just use the monster and spell icon in tandem. I was thinking about that for a second, but I mean, every other one's differentiated. And it could be useful to actually have them differentiated for gameplay reasons. Like, I mean, technically old god spells and player spells could be the same icon, but I think it's more beneficial if they're separate, because then you can have different mechanics play off of them. If mechanics even play off of them at all. Currently, I don't have them, but this is kind of trying to future-proof everything. So very unfortunately, I think I have to make another one despite, you know, despite things and stuff, you know? As they say. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these icons on here for all the, all these, and then I am going to probably call it a day. It should take me, I don't know, a few more minutes, as they say. I don't need any of these open anymore. And then I'll probably call it for the day. What I need, Old God. I need Minion. I need Monster. Oh God, Structure, did I already do that one? No. I don't need this open anymore either. Old God, Minion, Monster, Structure, and Land. Where is it? What a land icon. Sounds good. I do have to run. I have to run to my friend who just started his stream. Hopefully, I'll see you on Friday. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll be playtesting the game with one of my friends. So, that's what we'll be doing on Friday. Yeah, hope to see you there. Now that we've captured this color, which is almost black, but technically purple. Export. I'm just trying to think all this through. Too much going through my mind right now. Very unfortunately, I don't think my formula I have is going to work. Well, it can just be a different formula for I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. Too much to figure out now. Hi, kitty. Yeah, something I think I want to consider is potentially changing the names of Old God structures, lands, and not necessarily the Old Gods. The Old Gods can stay as is, but like naming like Old God spells to like events or like Cataclysm or I don't know, something like cool like that. That way they can be even more differentiated. I don't think this is gonna work nicely like the other one was, unfortunately. Because probably what we'd do is set up another index like this. because it's not gonna be 1-for-1 like the other thing is. Lame. Just more work. That's okay. I'm just getting tired. Yeah, honestly, I think I might call it there because it seems like we're dying down here and I've been going for about 2.5 hours. I kind of didn't want to go super late anyway because I'm in pain and I'm tired. Yeah, I'm definitely better than I was, but my neck is not happy. Some rest would be good, so we'll get all those implemented next time. Well, next time actually we're going to be doing we're gonna play test the game a bit, and then time after that we'll probably get those implemented, and may even get that implemented off stream because I think that'll be easier. Get all that implemented, and then we can do something. I guess probably work on the negative defeated, or like the defeated effects. And I think that would be, and then we can probably push this update out. We'll see though. Anyway. Okay, yeah, I guess that's it. Y'all, thank you for joining me. It was a good stream. Didn't get a whole lot done, but we talked a lot and talked about some cool stuff, so I am not upset about that. All right, y'all. I will catch you all on Friday. See ya.